We are more than 18 months into the coronavirus pandemic, and while many of the original restrictions have lifted, some mandates are returning. So is the Twin Tiers better off than we were a year ago? Chemung County Executive Chris Moss addressing this in a new book with other New York State leaders. Our 18 News reporter Tara Lynch has more.
Are we ready if this were to come here? Not really thinking that it would, or how bad it was going to get.
In March 2020, Chemung County was a state leader, closing the schools days before the governor's office announced a statewide closure and taking precautions at the airport for international travel.
For some reason, our numbers stayed relatively low when everybody else's were super high, but then our turn came late September, October.
But where are we now, and have we made any progress?
We're worse than last year.
Now, many ask, well, what does the data show? Are we making any progress? Last year on September 1st, 338 people were tested in Chemung County, 0 tested positive. This year on September 1st, 870 people were tested for COVID, 21 people tested positive. That's a 2.41 positivity rate.
A year ago, a lot more people were very cognizant of social distancing and obviously limiting the amount of time they spent with others.
Those that are in hospitals and that are passing away since the vaccine has been released have been unvaccinated, but that's not to say that the vaccinated are out of the woods.
The vaccine became widely available at the end of last year and the beginning of this year. Now, some experts are calling it a pandemic of the unvaccinated, but County Executive Moss does not necessarily agree.
We're seeing the numbers rise. What you have to remember is nobody said that the vaccine was a cure. The vaccine hopefully is going to make sure that you don't have issues or complications that could be deadly at the end of the day. We had 20% or more of the population in Chemung County vaccinated. Would we see as many positives? Probably not.
With lower individuals vaccinated in the region and activities being much higher, spread is also increasing.
Cases are still high, but the county offices are more prepared.
We have some infrastructure built. We have staff. We've been through this a little bit differently, but we've been through this before.
If I had to give Chemung County and the residents a grade, I think we're a good B+. We're an A-.
Taking a look back, the data may not show it, but there has been progress in the fight against COVID. But the pandemic continues on. Reporting in Elmira, I'm Tara Lynch.